Okay, my name is Megan Miller. I'm 20 years old. I was engaged and I'm no longer, but I'm not married either, so. We were supposed to get married August 21st, 2010. Again, he said he'd go anywhere my career took me. We were going to have 2 or 3 children. This was really planned. Hopefully a boy and a girl. We had names picked. Logan James, actually because of Wolverine, and Chris's middle name was James. Yeah. And Harley Quinn. And then, yeah, we were going to build a house in a rural area, get a couple more dogs. You know, just kind of live the dream. It wasn't anything like definitive that went wrong. Nothing that I would say. It was more like we grew and developed as people, and like our relationship ran its course, and we weren't looking for the same things anymore.
Yeah. So what kind of relationship do you have now then?
Absolutely none.
Yeah.
He moved out because he was living with us, and he wanted to see our dog because Jack was ours, like we bought him together. Right. So he basically wanted joint custody, and we did try to be friends. I think what was most difficult was reorganizing the boundaries, like, because it's almost like going backwards when you go from relationship to just friends. But his visiting the dog and stuff only lasted about 6 weeks, and then it was about Thanksgiving, and I haven't talked or seen him since. Like, if he sees me, he runs away from me. I wouldn't say age. I don't think the chronological age of people is a really big deal in most things. I'd say it's more maturity. Like, Chris wanted to be a man, but he acted like a boy. Don't spend too much time talking about the future, like in specifics. Like, it's appropriate to like date people and see people that you could spend a long term with, but don't try to rush to make big plans. Just, I don't know, enjoy the moment.
So I have this friend, and she's been engaged twice in her life. She's currently 19 right now. The first time she was engaged, it was arranged by her parents, and it was more for monetary reasons and status and stuff. She ended up getting engaged again 2.5 years later with this other guy because she really liked him and he liked her and everything. So she brought him home to her parents, and the parents met and they talked and everything. And the parents were okay. He was an older guy, but the parents were okay with him. So they're like, if you want to get married or whatever, you can do that. And they were all okay with it, but they postponed it because she didn't want to have a family, didn't want to raise kids and all that stuff at such a young age.
My great aunt was married, I think, at age 17, but that was a different time.
I feel that marriage has, like, the value of it has been brought down. Like, people aren't taking it as serious as they used to, like back in, like, you know, back in the day. Like, people just feel like they're in love with the idea of getting married, but they don't want to, like, do the commitment aspect of it. Like, now, like, people get married and then within, like, a year or so, they're getting divorced, you know.
Am I loud and clear, or am I breaking up?
I think the first time we really met was when we were at Matt and Amanda's house, sleepover, and we fought over chips.
How long were you together before you were pregnant with Joshua?
3 or 4 months?
Something like that.
How did your friends and your family react to the news of being pregnant?
Mom, is fine with it. She was totally happy about it. My sister, who's a couple years older than me, already has 4 kids, so it wasn't that big of news for my family.
My mom took it pretty well. She didn't really say anything. As for friends, I didn't tell a lot of mine until around the last minute because I didn't know what they were going to say about it. the ones that I did tell right away seemed alright with it. They were happy about it.
My friends were all just excited, especially Kim. I was in foster care, so I was getting to the age where I need to get out anyway, so I was leaving and my mom was moving, so I couldn't stay with her. So when I finished school here, so his mom offered for me to stay there. So that's Joshua was born. That's like a little bit beforehand. That's when we moved out on our own.
This is the clock upon the wall. This is the story of us all. This is the first sound of a newborn child before he starts to crawl. This is the war that's never won. This is a soldier and his gun. This is the mother waiting by the phone, praying for her son. Pictures of you, pictures of me, hung upon your wall for the world to see. Pictures of you, pictures of me, remind us all of what we used to be. There is a drug
The age of Joshua was born, we were considered common law. But it wouldn't have mattered anyway. If you live with someone for a year without breaking up or anything, or whatever the other stupid things that happens, then you're considered common law too. But because he was born November 15th, we're considered common law November 15th.
Because we were living together with him.
Are you officially engaged or just
Oh, yeah. For a while.
I have witnessed older people looking at us very not so approving, like when we have him around.
I guess I think it's somewhat like it's okay that they do it because there have been a lot of incidents where children have been adopted because of it, and a lot of homes just aren't settled. The younger adults tend to not be able to take care of children on your average basis. But I don't think it's not completely just because, like, as you see, we do pretty well.
I think it varies because there are some times when you look at certain people and you're like, why? Just because, I guess it depends on who you are. People who are really hard, because there's a lot of teenage moms who are pregnant, but they're into drugs and alcohol and everything. And I was never really into that, so I guess, complicated.
My opinion does depend on who they are and if they're pregnant or not.
'Cause there's you and me and all other people with nothing to do, nothing to lose, and it's you.
Me, myself, if I was to meet someone right now and think they were perfect guy, whoever I was gonna marry, it wouldn't happen right away. It'd still have to wait because feelings need to develop. You need to find out these little quirks and things, whether you like them or not, and not just jump into marriage head first.
Should probably wait until you're done school, have your life sort of sorted out, have direction. Probably like 25 would be a good age to consider starting getting married.
When it comes to marriage, I believe that any age, over the age of 18, that you should be able to get married, because if you love the person and you feel like it's the right thing to do, you should just do it. A lot of people are against that, but I believe that it's okay.
Things don't always work out the way it's supposed to. So I guess for me, that's just the way I see it, and it kind of helps me with that decision making. I don't feel the rush. I don't feel the need to be married to prove that, I have somebody who's committed to me.
Done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to beat you, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks,
and I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some. I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. Well, open up your mind and see like me.